Day 4 of 7. Woo! Halfway there, it's getting crazy.
We are almost on schedule.
We've been working this whole week and we're all really tired.
We got a huge issue.
We're not supposed to be here. It's kind of like a hustle drama to finish what it is that we're working on and get all of our stuff out of the way.
Yesterday, man, what a day. It was super crazy. We woke up to an earthquake. It was like terrifying. I'd never been through an earthquake before. I just remember getting up, feeling my house shaking. I ran into my kids' bedroom to make sure they were okay. And anyways, that kind of set the pace for the day. It shut down the airport. We had some flooding at the airport, so we had some members that flew in from Nashville. And they had to go drive to Vegas, actually, which is a 6-hour drive. So they had to drive to Vegas just so they could get home. They could change their flights. The earthquake totally just ruined the airport in Salt Lake City. So they had to fix all of that. We had rain, so we couldn't throw some paint on the outside. There was just a lot of issues that happened yesterday that we kind of are trying to overcome. There were some things that we didn't get done. We were missing a cabinet. There was all sorts of other issues. And so hopefully today is going to be a lot better than that. All right, guys, day 4 of 7. Woo! Halfway there, it's getting crazy. So today we got to get a lot of things done. We got to finish up the flooring, make sure it's all 100% buttoned up. They're doing paint prep, starting paint prep right now. And then we've got to throw some paint on the walls. We've got to get everything at least painted, mostly painted by the end of the day today.
Today, critical deadline is we have to get the majority of our painting on the walls.
We are almost on schedule. We did a ton of work yesterday. We busted our butts. We had a little bit of hiccup, obviously. You guys got to hear a little bit about that. We almost had a struggle on the cabinet. We almost didn't have the right cabinet, which you guys knew about. But anyway, so we're gonna get painting done today. We have to, and we are gonna get all the caulking done. And I had a few case and trim this morning. I was able to get up right not too long ago real quick, and so hopefully I still have a few more to do.
So we have our carpet scheduled for tomorrow, and so we got to get the majority of our painting done on the walls before the end of the night, so we get at least 12 hours dry time before they come tomorrow.
I've taken a walk through both units. Things seem to be going fairly well. Kind of questioning some of the stuff that's still left to do as far as drywall work. There's lots of drywall work left to do, but we're going to try and do it in stages in several of the units and see if we can't punch it all out today and get paint on the walls.
Believe it or not, carpet is coming tomorrow afternoon, so we have a ton of stuff that has to get done before those guys show up. So we got to start slapping paint on the wall. That's the biggest thing today, is that we got to make sure that everything's painted, everything's paint ready. We've got all the flooring done. They're still installing tile today. Yeah, and then tomorrow we're gonna look at doing something. We'll have carpet. We're gonna finish the tile getting done. That should be it.
So far, we're tracking pretty close to be doing that. So it's going to be definitely a full day for everyone to make sure that we hit that mark. We still have a little bit of trim work and some miscellaneous patching to do, and And then we should be good to go to get paint on the walls.
So day 4 is looking pretty good. As long as we can get some paint on the walls, then it will be a great day.
Those guys at the other team, Team Jeffrey, not gonna lie, I don't know what happened yesterday, but them guys, they like went into their game mode and just like grinded out and like cranked out a ton of stuff.
We have not even come close to hitting our targets, but I really believe that we have a good game plan. By noon today, noon 30, we're gonna start laying paint in the other unit.
I think that they got a good jump. I feel like we're still in the race, and we still can compete, and hopefully we can get Tyler to dress up in that polo shirt. If not, I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't mind seeing Tyler in Genie Pan.
We'll get there, but we need more time. We need to not be rushed.
We need better attention on details, because even the small things matter. Small things will give the ripple effect and cause big problems down the road. Our objective and our philosophy together is slow down to speed up, slow is smooth, and smooth is fast.
There you go. That's the.
And our objective for our philosophy is, at the end of the job, we want to just pull the masking off, sweep up, and walk out, everything be done. What we don't want to put ourselves in a situation is, at the end of the job, start discovering or scrambling to finish this and finish that. We would like to front load it. We would like to kind of slow down a little bit, so that at the end of the race, we want to go more tortoise, less hare.
And if you take the time and pay attention to the details throughout the project, you're not coming back. You know, rework is very costly, and we can't afford to do rework.
People have been working really hard. You know, we haven't had a whole lot of mistakes. You know, we've had a lot of really good opportunity to deal with each other and learn, create some new processes. So I'm really excited. You know, this is day 4, so this is kind of a unique day in the job, because we've been working this whole week and we're all really tired. And so this is kind of where we like push the limits of like our emotional boundaries. I'm always surprised like how important like people and interaction is when it comes to like to this part of the process, to construction, to the actual flip of the construction. Like managing people's emotions and managing how we all interact with each other is probably the biggest part of my job.
All right, I got 6 hours.
6 hours to do a day and a half worth of work.
All right, so as far as everything that needs to be done today, we're still working on tile. We need to do some patchwork, finish up some sheetrock, get ready for painting. We're gonna try and paint the doors today and start prepping for painting. We just gotta make sure that everything is ready to go for paint, that we can mask everything off, that we're paint ready, sheetrock's good to go, all of that good stuff. And then flooring, they're gonna try and finish that up today. We should have that done today, I think, in both units as far as flooring goes, so that'll be a huge win. The goal for today is just paint prep, get everything ready for it. I think Jeffrey's team is gonna have a little issue with that. They're kind of behind on the paint prep side. We have a lot that's going on today, a lot that needs to get done.
Let me introduce you to the lovely placard, chemical contamination from the health department. As I'm sure everybody does a lot of meth houses, this is super common for us too. So the story of what happened here is we had the houses we knew were meth contaminated. The placards were on here before we got the house, right? And we did a decon on the property before anybody came into the property. And the testing came back all negative after the decon, except for one room. We had one room that still tested positive. And so we had to isolate that room from any work getting done. So what happened though, because of this coronavirus, We weren't able to coordinate with the health department very well on getting somebody back out here to remove the placards and observe the retesting. They're super strict here in Utah on the policies. So what we ended up doing is we ended up continuing the work in spite of the fact that we're not technically supposed to be in there, but we isolated it only to the rooms that we could confirm were actually safe to be in, the ones that tested negative for any kind of contamination. So today, what's happening is we finally got a hold of the health department. They're coming back out to remove our placards, observe the retest on one of the rooms. But because we're not supposed to be here, it's kind of like a hustle drama to finish what it is that we're working on and get all of our stuff out of the way so we don't get in trouble. Honestly though, we talked to the meth decon guy and he said it's not really a big deal as long as we're making sure that people are safe and we're isolating out the rooms if there's any kind of contamination. So we make sure that that's the case. Nobody's in a risk environment, and we're following everything as close as we can possibly. So a little bit of fun we got to deal with. We're going to lose probably about 2 hours worth of working time having to break down our tools, get everything out of the way, coordinate with the health department. But you know, it's what it is. Juggling is fun. Best day ever. Yeah, take it. And I'm out. Ben came and met the health department here. We're waiting on test results. It's going to be another 2 days before we can get those results back and they can clear us to get into that room.
It's a small room though.
It is.
So it won't matter can we finish at day 7?
Yeah, probably.
Woo!
Yeah.
That's always fun.
Right? Yeah.
Nothing like waiting to the last minute to get that done.
So as long as we get those test results coming back negative, then we can go ahead and finish that room.
Okay.
And they can remove the placards and we'll be good to go. Boom.
Boom. All right, guys, we got a huge issue. Well, not huge, but kind of huge. So we've been doing these placards. We're technically not supposed to go in there by the county. So it's a misdemeanor if we go in the house and it's contaminated with meth. So long story short, we had it decontaminated. All the tests came back negative. So there's really no meth except for one room. And we've locked the door, we've taped it closed. So our guys are still safe. And we talked with our meth guy and he said, hey, it's fine. Do the 7-day flip. No one's gonna get hurt. They're not gonna be exposed to anything. So we did it safe. We just kind of did it around the county. So which is kind of interesting, but they're coming right now. They'll be here in about a half an hour. So we gotta clear out all of our guys. No one can be here. It can't even look like we've been working on the property. So all of my guys, we're gonna send them to lunch for an hour. I bought lunch, so they've got to go eat a hot dog over at my unit. But it's great for me because my team gets an extra hour because Jeffrey's team is gonna have to leave the house for at least an hour so the county can come, inspect it, test it, and we're gonna take the lead. So pretty excited about that. It kind of worked for my favor. Lots of drama. The county wasn't supposed to show up, so that's interesting, but we got to deal with it. So our guys are leaving. Jeffrey's team is leaving. My guys are gonna stay and keep getting stuff done. So it'll be pretty intense, pretty exciting. So hopefully the meth guys don't say anything and they're like, hey, someone's been in the house and you shouldn't have been. Didn't you see the placards? So hopefully we get away with it. It's just one of those things when you're doing a 7-day flip, you got to take a little bit of risk. And that's what we did. We took some risk and hopefully it pays off. I'll keep you updated. As far as performance, yesterday was super good. Today, I'm a little worried about it. Not very good. So that might throw Jeffrey off of schedule a little bit, and he's gonna have to be able to come back, get his guys motivated, and keep moving forward to get everything that needs to be done today. My team and their performance is doing awesome. We're almost back on schedule. Might even get to some paint on the walls today. That's what we're shooting for. We got to get ready for carpet guys. Scott and his crew are doing phenomenal. I feel like they're going to catch up. I feel like with everything that's going on today with Jeffrey and the meth in the county, that I feel like we'll be able to take the lead.
Well, I might not be painting right this second, but I will get it done tonight, and I'll stay late and get it done.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Haven't failed you yet?
Well, I guess. Go team us. Best day ever.
We'll get everything done and we'll be ahead of Jeffrey. So that's the hope. I think we can do it. Come on, Scott, don't let me down, buddy. One thing that we haven't talked about is the garbage that's around this property. When we got this property, there was so much stuff and so much garbage and so much just trash outside of everything. There's a shed behind here that is just full of stuff. So we've ordered a couple dumpsters. We didn't really plan this as part of our 7-day flip, but we still need to clean it out eventually over time. It was just not a high priority that needed to be done on the 7-day flip. So if we keep this as a rental, then we'll work on it slowly and cleaning up out all the garbage. But it's just a huge expense to demo all this stuff. We've already had 4 huge dumpsters that we've gotten rid of just some garbage. We'll probably have a couple more that will come throughout the 7-day flip process. And we'll just get rid of all the garbage that's in the back. So you can see that there's a ton of garbage. There's just a ton of stuff that was left for us that we kind of inherited with this property. And so we're just trying to clean it out on affordable rate and affordable cost. So anyways, that's what it looks like. There's just a ton of garbage out here. So we're going to clean it all up and just move forward and not really count that as our 7-day flip.
All right, it's a big day for these guys with the county showing up to hopefully take the placards off for this meth problem. This meth problem, they've been battling this from the very beginning. So figuring out how to deal with it with the coronavirus and a contaminated area of the house. And like Tyler said, a misdemeanor for working in there if it's contaminated. But remember, they did the decontamination. They brought in an expert to measure the levels. The county just wasn't able to go out there. So the fact of them working on the house when they really aren't supposed to isn't something that I would recommend for anybody out there if you're flipping houses, but they de-risked the situation to the best of their ability, and they made a decision that that was what's best for their company going forward in this situation, right? So a lot of things have happened during this coronavirus time. You guys are probably we're still dealing with some of those effects, and with the county being closed and not coming out, we just have to keep moving. So this is what they did. It was the decision. Again, not necessarily recommended for you guys, but you do what's best for your company and yourself. So, you know, we talked a lot in the beginning about the scope of work and the budgets and things like that. And at Flip Hacking Live, Tyler jumped into his 7-day flip that he's done before and shared some of the budgets, some of the scopes of work. We've already shared the Gantt chart with you guys for this project if you guys haven't already seen it, but we also have their budgets that you guys can get. So if you go to the link here on the screen or the link in the description, you can pull their budget. So Tyler gave me permission to hand out the budget for these events, for the things that they're doing, and he shared that inside of our mastermind group at Flip Hacking Live last year. And the people that have used it and have taken that and adjusted it for their business have just been so thankful. So hopefully this helps you. The whole goal of this series that we're putting together is to show you that it's possible and help you through it with some of the documents and the resources and things like that that Tyler and his team have used, so you can use it too. And we want you to be able to replicate this. Whether it's watching this, whether it's coming to Flip Hacking Live or jumping into the mastermind group, how can you replicate a lot of the things that we're already doing? And the goal of this series is just that. How can we help you and give you as much value as possible? So as I'm watching this series, I'm seeing our members show up. I'm seeing them, follow Tyler around. I see our project managers there. It's so cool to watch this. And, I'd love to hear a little bit about what they think about the group, the event that we put on Flip Hacking Live, and those kind of things. So let's just find out from them what that's like.
First of all, Flip Hacking Live was amazing, and I don't think you can really compare something like this. It's completely different. Flip Hacking Live is like pump you up, you go out and you're ready to go crush it. But in the same way, this is similar because I'm ready to go home and crush it. So it's just two different things, and I picked up so much knowledge from Flip Hacking Live. It really just was an awesome event. There's two different things to take away from both, but they're both amazing.
Flip Hacking Live is one of the most incredible experiences, hands down, that you'll ever go to. The people that they bring on stage is just absolutely amazing. We had Walter Bond and Jocko Willink come, and it's everything that you need in your business, which is absolutely incredible, that you can go in a room and learn everything that you need to know about real estate, growing your company, building a business, having your business work for you instead of the other way around. And that has just been a game changer for me and my family.
At Flip Hacking Live, you've got people wholesaling, you've got people flipping, you've got people who are, doing different methods of finding houses. You have cold callers, people getting up there and talking about how they're crushing it with cold callers, how they're closing deals over the phone. There's just different categories of things. There's so many different categories. Here, when you do an event like this on site, you're coming to see something like this because of what you do specifically.
Flip Hacking Live is one of the most incredible things that I've ever been to. The power of the speakers is amazing, and Bill Allen talking about his business, what he's doing, how he's growing. We talked about marketing and how to find properties, how to do properties in 7 days, how to flip these houses, how to do wholesaling, how to do dispositions, how to do everything you need to know to grow a successful business. And it's just been an amazing experience.
On the last Flip Hacking Live event, which was in San Diego, I was actually able to create a lot of really awesome relationships with people in the group. And one of them was Tyler. And because of that, this came into play. And so you see opportunities abounding when you're going and attending these Flip Hacking Live sessions. That was just so awesome to be able to be around people that think the same way as you, that are doing the same things as you, and it's awesome. It's a really awesome thing.
Here we are at the end of day 4, for the day crew anyway. Got all the mud work done. They're starting on paint already, painting the doors in this unit. The one next to it, they're already getting the walls and ceilings painted. So moving along on that. As far as being on track, I'm not too sure about being on track on either side right now.
All right, so today we have got pretty much caught up. Got all the caulking done, got all the rest of the flooring in, and got everything all paint prepped and ready to spray. And we sprayed all the rooms that are getting carpeted and to both coats. And then we also got a single coat on all the other areas of the home.
It was a pretty decent day. We got a lot done, and it's looking all right.
Thursday, day 4, end of day, and we still don't have any paint down. Right now we got the blast heaters rolling. It's like a sauna in there. We're trying to get this mud to dry so then we can lay paint.
We're doing good, and so we're on track to have everything finished on time. And I don't know where the other team is at. I haven't gone over there and looked at the house, but I believe that we're in the running.
I just sent my painter home. He's gonna have dinner, relax a little bit. We're gonna get back here at 8 o'clock and start laying paint. We're gonna cut it off at 10 so we can get home, get proper rest, and start in fresh. We'll come in an hour before the rest of the crew and just keep spraying. And that's the biggest thing, is we need to get in front of the carpet guys. I think they're gonna be here around noon. Tomorrow is what I heard. So not only do we want to have that paint down, but we want it to be dry.
There's been some little differences of opinions here and there on stuff that people are trying to take care of. Little projects that need to get done, things that pop up unexpectedly. There's always multiple ways to handle everything. So it's the fastest way. We got to find the fastest way because it makes it most efficient and cost effective.
All right, the update for meth. The meth team came out and the county signed us off. They took testing, so we still have the placards on the door, if you can see those. So we can't take them off. We had to rush the tests, so the tests are 2 days out. So hopefully we get them back in time that we can finish that back bedroom. That's the only bedroom that may not get done on the 7-day flip. And hopefully we get the test results back and we can go in there. They'll take the placards off and we'll finish that whole house. But so far so good. They came out, we hid while they came and did their inspection. So they didn't see us, they didn't say anything. So that was awesome.
End of day 4, Thursday. Everything looks good. Seems like it's on task to me, right on track. And I have no idea who's winning.
Competition-wise, I think this house is ahead. That house, they're still doing mud work and still doing trim and stuff. We're already painting here, so as far as where we are level-wise, that's pretty much where it is, cut and dry.
All right, guys, day 4 went awesome. I feel like we got a ton done. All the doors are painted, trim's ready, paint's ready. They're gonna have everything painted tonight and then do a second coat tomorrow right before carpet comes. Carpet's coming tomorrow at noon, so they have the rest of the morning to get all the paint 100% done. So it's gonna be tight. I'm kind of nervous because I was hoping we would be painted already and we're not, so they've got to stay late and catch up on the paint. So that'll be interesting. I hope they get it done. So both teams are staying late tonight because they didn't get it done. So they got to get paint ready for carpet tomorrow, because if we delay carpet, then it screws everything else up. So both teams are pretty even, I feel like. Maybe my team has a slight advantage. They are still finishing tile in their bathroom. Ours is done. So I think we're a little bit ahead, which is awesome. So if we can keep that, if they can start throwing paint on the walls tonight, have it ready for carpet tomorrow, then I think both teams are going to be neck and neck till the end. So it'll be interesting to see who wins first, but go Team Tyler.
Listening to that, I don't think anybody has any idea what's going on. It's pretty clear that the different project managers, the different leads of each house think that something else is going on in the other house. They think Jeffrey's ahead, Tyler's ahead. It seems like at the end, Tyler is probably the only person who knows overall what's happening. And in business, that's probably the way it should be. The person who is managing the team, who's overseeing everything, they're the ones who actually understand everything that's going on, and they can see the whole picture. So it seems like it's kind of neck and neck now. I'm not sure. Tyler basically took all of Jeffrey's people for an hour or so and moved them over to his house so he could get double the work done. So he might be taking the lead a little bit right now. And we'll see tomorrow where they're at and what happened. And I don't know who's going to win this competition, right? So it's still exciting. I'm having fun. It's kind of going back and forth, neck and neck now. So we'll see what happens. And I think it was interesting that Tyler gave Jeffrey the house that had meth in it. So probably knowing that at the last minute he'd catch up, right? So I don't know, we'll see. So we talked about Flip Hacking Live here, and I want to show you how you can get tickets. It's in October, it's down in Orlando, absolutely amazing event. And we'll show you here how you can get some tickets and a little bit more about that event.
Hey, it's Bill again, and I want to personally invite you to our biggest event of the year, Flip Hacking Live. If you could copy the exact deal sources, marketing strategies, negotiation tactics, and business systems of the most successful house flippers and wholesalers in the nation, how would that change your business? Flip Hacking Live is a 3-day event that we do just once per year, and it's happening October 15th through the 17th in Orlando, Florida. We bring in the nation's top wholesalers and house flippers to walk you through everything they're doing. How they're marketing directly to sellers, how they're picking up discounted off-market properties, how they're doubling their close ratio with the right negotiation tactics, how they're raising millions of dollars in private money, the things they're doing that other investors aren't doing, all of it. These are the guys and gals who are actively doing deals at a high volume in today's market all across the country. You get their full attention for 3 days. They have agreed to hold nothing back, and you'll be right there with them so you can ask questions and get clarification on anything that you need. This is your chance to hack the nation's top flippers and wholesalers and ethically steal their exact strategies and systems. All you have to do is take notes, ask questions, and apply what you learned. But first, you need to get a ticket. We've sold out every year and ticket prices go up every few months. So go to fliphackinglive.com right now and get your tickets today. fliphackinglive.com, October 15th through the 17th in Orlando, Florida. This is an event that you cannot afford to miss.
My team killed it. They did great.
It all changed like that.
So it's like yesterday didn't even exist.
What do you think? Where do we miss?
I have no idea how they're going to finish by day 7.
We are way behind and down, guys.
Even if we finish this in 9 days, that's still bloody incredible.
This morning we had to fire 2 people.
Jeffrey's house kind of fell apart.
I'm super excited to see Jeffrey with his hair slicked. It's gonna be awesome. No pants for this guy.